Hey guys, so we had so much news this week and we wanted to talk in depth about Blizzard that we made a separate video for this particular one. So you can consider this kind of breaking news. Though,
Fudge 'em.
You know, a bunch of people have already talked about it, but we wanted to give you our 2 cents on it. But first, let's go ahead and show you who this video is sponsored by. Hi, hello there. I'm AngryJoe, and for years I have been abusing myself and my cast members for your enjoyment and approval. But now, there is another horrible type of abuse happening to our cast, and we need your help to fight it. Demonetization on YouTube. This horrible practice deprives us of the chance of doing our jobs, bringing you all of the entertainment at the cost of our personal, emotional, and physical well-being. But with your help, we can stop this new type of abuse while continuing to abuse ourselves for your enjoyment. If you can, please consider clicking the link below. Let's help keep the abuse coming for another decade strong. Thank you. That's right. The video is sponsored by us. Again, we would very much appreciate your support so that the abuses can go to the correct abuses and not the bad abuses from video game company abuses. Instead, the good abuses amongst friends. You can watch us be abused by video game companies, so you don't have to. All right, so what do we got here? Well, Blizzard's response, essentially, to the Warcraft 3
if you want to call it that, a response.
Yeah, so we got a letter. My estimate of Friday at 5 was wrong. They posted a response within minutes of us finishing the last week's news,
that's why
which was a giant pain in my ass.
And we had to wait a whole week. That's why you're getting this video now.
So they put out a letter. It is horrible.
Yeah.
You know, it
right here, it's just the fact that, you know, that the sorry is so lame. It's like,
well, it's
sorry,
not.
you didn't have the experience.
We're sorry to those of you who didn't have the experience that you wanted. So
you mean the experience that you showed us we were going to have? And by the way, put it on the fucking website. That trailer was on the website
until this week.
They just removed it this week because they got fucking scared that they're gonna be sued for false advertising. And honestly, it was up there and being advertised the whole
you can
time.
still find it.
And then they have the balls to tell us, "We're sorry you didn't get what you expected." You mean the thing that you fucking put on the fucking website? Fuck that website and fuck you. Do you remember the? So we showed a picture of it last time, but I don't think it was clear. Everybody needs to go and visit this website. It's a parody website. We'll put the link down in the description below. It is so juicy good. Because it basically makes fun of all the things that they've said. Do we have a link to that? You got a link on there?
Yeah, there's a link in there.
Okay, put it down below.
All right, so let's kind of go over the juicy bits of their non-apology. So again, they want to say sorry to those who didn't have the experience that you wanted. We covered that. They claimed that there was a few hours during launch.
And our response to that is
fuck you.
All right, I already did it, but what about you, Joe?
Fuck you.
Okay.
There were a few hours during launch day where we experienced server load issues that impacted players' ability to jump right in. People had lots more issues than just in the first couple hours.
Yeah.
We know this because they just recently patched the game, and now their players should not experience the "you have lost the game" bug, where you join a game and you immediately get that. So there's all sorts of issues with them, with the game just being playable that they just don't address here and they don't talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a half-ass apology, like a half-ass game.
it is the worst.
all it is.
apology.
Well, it was half
They don't
baked,
even
right?
talk
So
about what they did provide. It's like, oh well, what's remastered about it? You've got basically new character models from a company, third-party company that you hired out. You put the bare minimum effort into, and then you broke everything else essentially, and you under-delivered, and you lied, and you ruined, the original version that people were wanting to play and still could play.
what they mentioned at BlizzCon, so talking about the cutscenes and some of the visuals, they said, we do not want the in-game cutscenes to steer too far from the original game. We went a little deeper into the thought process behind that. But the main takeaway is that the campaigns tell one of the classic stories in Warcraft history, and we want to preserve the true spirit. Also, it means you have to do less fucking work when you don't have to do anything after showing us that
the game was so amazing, we're just going to release it as is again.
That is so insulting. We wanted to preserve the true spirit. You fucking fuckers! That is so dirty. That's so fuck, man. That's why the fucking broken promises, the fucking cut features in this game, a campaign overhaul. No, it's the exact same campaign. Improved cutscenes, over 4 hours of new improved cutscenes, new voice acting. Psych! Same cutscenes, unchanged story. This is from the website Warcraft 3 Refunded. Player choice, ability to choose between the old and new campaign, cinematics, and user interface. Fuck you! Never mind, you'll take it and you'll goddamn well like it. Unethical and immoral anti-consumer practices.
Yeah.
That's one of the features.
Yeah, they they fucked everything up. And we got a really, after this letter came out and people kind of tore into them because they're pieces of shit, J. Allen Brack, the president, finally apologized. And he made the apology to the only people that matter to him and to Blizzard's. Yeah, the investors. So on the investor call, He apologized, and he kind of explained the situation. He said, concerning Warcraft 3 Reforged, honestly, it's been a bit of a hard week. Our community has come to expect really amazing things from us. Again, you fucking set the expectation, and we've heard from them that we did not achieve that bar. This is not a high bar for Blizzard, right? This isn't, people do expect bigger games and better games from Blizzard because they've been around forever. Yeah. You put out a non-functioning pile of shit, and you sold it for $30 to $40.
And it was your decision to gut it.
Yes. But they stand behind their games, and we've consistently shown that not only do we support them, but continue to build on them even after launch, and we're committed to doing that here. We're going to continue to update the game. We're going to continue to update the community with our plans going forward.
No, you're not.
So this is just him apologizing to the only people that matter, which is the investors. They're going to shit on the fans because they've been shitting on the fans. They're going to release shit that's, Overwatch 2 isn't really a new game. All of the things that they're putting out this year and next year, I mean, everything's going to hinge on Diablo 4 because that's like the only big piece, the big thing that they've got coming up.
If I'm an investor, I'm not investing. And I would recommend that you don't invest because you're right. This is not the same game company.
Nope.
They have a very bad PR. They are making very bad decisions. Their slate and lineup is looking very weak, very suspect. I do not trust their decision making to make good decisions going forward and to keep players at the forefront and focus on what the players want rather than what the investors want, rather than what would make a good game. And we've seen it, culminate into Blizzard basically losing their way and turning into, just straight Activision and losing their identity. So if obviously he's groveling to the investors, and if there are potential investors out there that are watching our show, I'd say no.
Well, if you are, I've got some financial figures for the companies for you. Activision's full year revenues were down 10% this last year. So that, it's a slower year. They only had one big release, but they were really propped up by Call of Duty and Call of Duty Mobile.
Right, why was that a success? because they started focusing on
Yeah.
their players. They finally learned, and they started doing more player-friendly practices.
Blizzard, though, Blizzard had a rougher time of 2019, posting full-year revenues down 25%. That's a lot.
Yeah.
If you're talking about being a potential investor or an existing investor, without a huge amount of games coming out or on the lineup and 25% revenue down, like you are really hoping that Overwatch 2 and Diablo 4 bring in some serious money.
Like, do not.
But
fuck
that's
this up.
those
It's
are far
not
away.
as if Overwatch 2 is going to blow up even bigger and more epic than Overwatch 1. I think on a sequel, you're going to be on a downward trajectory, especially
If you're
when
splitting.
Overwatch 1 is still going to be around. It's still
Yeah.
going to be updated with the stuff in Overwatch 2 some weird way. Isn't that kind of weird? They're like
They don't want to split them. They
simultaneous-
don't want to split the audience.
And they are splitting the audience. If it's a separate game, they're splitting it anyway. And then what else?
Diablo is
Diablo.
years away.
Diablo is years away, so and then are they going to do Diablo justice? Well, look at what look at it. Diablo 3 when it first came out, they fucked
so
it up.
mad.
It
I was
fucked
so
it up,
mad.
and then they had to work on it
You
constantly.
lost this man.
I just wanted to play.
And
Witch
you're telling
Doctor.
me after all these other fuck ups and Diablo Immortal, maybe if you're a dirty mobile investor, you might want to invest because they are going to start to do more mobile games, and that has been successful. But it's going to be the death of the company, in my opinion, and the soul of the company, and it's going to turn into another one of those, just assembly line things where if they don't pay attention to the players and the quality, it's going to be bad for you.
Well, how many more games do they have just to remake? They already did WoW Classic,
Right.
right? And that was
That's a good
that was a
point.
big thing for them. Like we just did Warcraft 3, one of their biggest games, and they fucked that up.
Yep.
They did StarCraft. Would we get like Diablo 2
They
Masters
canceled their
Edition?
StarCraft stuff. Yep.
So like what do they've got?
Running out.
Let's do more. They need a new IP. When
Yeah.
they did IP with Overwatch, look at what it resulted
Did
in.
they
It was
though?
good, and people liked it.
Little
And
copy.
Yeah.
it
Team
did kind of fuck
Fortress.
things up with their microtransactions. But let's see Blizzard evolve and get some new IPs out there because I'm not interested in Diablo Immortal, and I am suspect, very, very suspect on Diablo 4.
If they make all that Chinese mobile game money, that they may not care. I mean, honestly, that looks to be where they're going. So, all right. Well, that's the update that we got this week. We'll have to see if they continue to patch and fix some of the problems that they've had with Warcraft. But as of right now, save your money.
we
That's
want.
right now, so piece of shit.
Sorry, it took us a week, and they updated right when we put our take out there. But we did want to respond to Blizzard's weak apology.
Non-apology, really.
Unacceptable.
They blamed you.
They
Yeah, I'm
blamed
sorry
them.
that you were
blamed you.
offended.
And then they groveled to their investors, and I just don't think that they're learning anything. They continue to make mistakes. We'll have to see. The one good thing is automatic refund. So I don't own that
Now,
shit
yeah.
no more. I put on pure morals alone. No. Now you're gonna have to really impress the pants off me, in order for their upcoming stuff. So the focus is on you guys now. So. Hopefully you guys can turn things around because that was really, really bad. Really bad. And sad, frankly.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to win everybody back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very sad. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Check the links down below. Support the show directly. Appreciate you. And look forward to some content and more content this week. We got some top 10 lists coming out. And we'll do more OJ Alex misadventures. And a lot more coming. All right,
Yeah.
guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.